The other day, my brother David came over to the house and asked me if I wanted to go with him on a plane ride around the county. I said I did, grabbed my little flip video camera, and away we went over to Avenger Field about 5 miles away. I've been wanting to see what all the wind turbines around Roscoe look like from the air, and as we came up to the hangar, we saw, you see over there on the left, the parts of a wind turbine, which is used by TSTI, Texas State Technical Institute, for instruction in some of their wind turbine classes that they have over there. Here David is opening up the hangar door, and there you see David's airplane. It's a Cessna 140 1946 model, so it's over 60 years old. David is a member of the Confederate Air Force, and he flies this thing all the time. Weather permitting, he flies on Saturday mornings with some other guys. They go over and fly in formation, and then they do all sorts of events, air shows and things like that. So it's been David's hobby for years, and he loves it. Of course, here he's checking it out, make sure everything's ready to go. All the bolts are tight. Everything in the engine is working okay. He's actually flown this thing to an air show in Oshkosh, Wisconsin before. So he's done quite a bit of flying in the thing, and of course it's his pride and joy. So it looks like it's all ready to go there, and so we get in. And now we're all strapped in. Now this weird effect that you see with the propellers has something to do with the way the frames work in my little camera. You can't actually see that when you're in the plane. You can't see anything at all. So it's just a strange effect. Here we are out on the runway. We're taking off, getting ready to go. It's a blustery day, so as we go on the flight, you'll notice every now and then that it's kind of herky-jerky. That's because of the blustery wind that we had. We're up in the air now, as you can see. There's the airport over there. And we're going to turn in a westerly direction and head back toward Roscoe, which is what we're doing here. There you can see the wind turbines. They don't look so big, but actually if you think that the towers of each of those things is 150 feet tall, and of course if you figure the tip top of the propeller, it's up about 250 feet. We're flying here at around 300 or 400 feet up in the air. According to Cliff Etheridge, the Roscoe Wind Farm covers 100,000 acres belonging to over 400 landowners. It currently has 631 wind turbines producing 780 megawatts per hour, which is enough to power 265,000 homes in the Fort Worth Dallas Metroplex, which is where all that electricity goes. Each of the windmills that you see here cost over $1.5 million. So we're talking here more than $1 billion investment for the area. Now we're actually northwest of Roscoe now. We've gone past Roscoe and we're out northwest of town. Same here. More views of the wind farms, give you an idea how many there actually are. Just crazy. There's Ted Williams' house down there. So here you're over halfway to Lorraine from Roscoe, so several miles out. There are some new windmills going up. You see the parts one at the end of the road there, lying on the ground. Then next to it, I don't know if you can tell, well, sorry about the herky-jerkiness here, but next to it, there's a crane. So it's putting up a tower. The tower's already up on the third one with the propeller on the ground, as you can see. And then there's a fourth one down there at the end of the road. Those are GE wind turbines. Now we're turning. We're moving south, and we're going to make the turnaround to go back. If you look up there near the horizon, you can see the streets of Lorraine up there. And then down here, you can see that's Interstate 20 with the cars on the right going out toward El Paso. The cars coming back this way are going back toward Dallas. And we're moving south and turning to the east. So now you can see the wind turbines that are south of town, and cut to these south of town. These are over twice as big as the ones north of town, and they make the landowners who own them more than twice as much money per wind turbine. Now we've made it all the way back to Roscoe, so here we are right above the railroad track, and we're looking toward the southeast toward Roscoe down below. That's Broadway down there. And here we are looking, there's the lumber yard with its tent down there, if you can see it. There's the different streets heading up. That's Main. That street that goes all the way out is Main, or Farm Market 608. There's Broadway, there is the big street. Kind of hard to locate your house from the distance that we are. We're about 400 or 500 feet up in the air at this point, so you can't tell a lot about the town, but that does give you a pretty good idea of what it looks like from the air. There's a Plowboy grain elevator over there, and now we're looking back north. And down below us there, well, over here in the left, yeah, right there, there's the school, and it's not hard to locate the football field with its bleachers and the track going around it. There's the Plowboy grain elevator up there at the top, and over here toward the bottom, and over in the west part, there's the water tower. And then there's the Union Pacific Railroad track with the Eagle rail car tracks above them. And then, of course, back on the horizon, you see the wind farm north of town. Now, cut back. Now we're almost all the way back to the airport. There's that's Sweetwater in the distance there. We didn't fly over Sweetwater, but I don't think it would have been much more scenic than Roscoe was, especially at this time of year when all the grass is dead. So we're coming in for a landing, and the only mystery left here is the blustery wind going to have an effect on the way we land. It could make for a rough landing if we hit a pocket or something right before we come down. But here we're coming into the runway. Everything is smooth, no problems, no blustery wind or anything like that to affect the landing. And then David makes a nice smooth landing, and we're back on the ground again. Here we are taxiing back past the airport, and here we are coming back to the hangar. Our ride's almost done. There's David's black Ford pickup there on the other side of the hangar where he puts his plane. Now I'm out of the plane, and David by himself is putting the plane back into the hangar. As you can see, the plane must be pretty light. Either that, or I guess David's pretty strong, because he doesn't have any trouble putting it into the hangar all by himself. And he comes out and he adjusts the propeller there. There's nothing left to do now except close up. The ride's done. It's been a good one, and I've enjoyed it quite a bit. David closes the other sliding door. And locks up. And our plane ride is done. That's it.